Okay, so we're back for some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I thought about going to Elf, which is an optional branch we could go through, but we're actually in pretty good shape. We're not going to find a better weapon, I don't think. Our armor's good. It'd be nice to find some resist elect, but I think we could probably live without it. So, Zot is on Depths 5. I believe. Zot. Oh, okay. There's a Tengu here. Let's need to squash him. Goes Zot. Okay, so yeah, Zot is on Depth 5. So we're going to head in here. There are 5 levels of Zot. We get the orb and get the hell out. The lock glows eerily. You insert the silver ruin. Heavy smoke blows from the lock. With a soft hiss, the gate opens. Okay. So I'm pretty sure it's 5 levels. How many map... So we have enough magic mapping scrolls, so we can just go ahead and map everything. There's some nasty stuff in here, but we should be theoretically okay. Bunch of draconians of various colors. We're berserking now. Oh, yeah, Moth of Wrath. Yeah, we could actually die here pretty easily. Well, as long as they're berserking, I should join the party, I guess. Okay. Get some food and get out. Okay, well, we almost died. +1 cloak. We have the rat skin cloak still. May as well hang on to that. It's a green draconian. Quicksilver dragon can be a bit of a pain, but we're kind of moving along at this point. We have our frostbite axe that throws out freezing clouds and makes us immune to them. Death Cob, these things just... Oh, okay. So they can drain speed too. Maybe back up a little bit. So yeah, so now we're slow, which is not a fun place to be by 2 dragons. And he's trying to bounce his lightning bolts off the wall. Bring in a friend. Didn't last too long. He just shot a crystal spear at us, which is not good. Another battle axe, courtesy of Trog. Let's see. +7. And if we were to find a brand weapon scroll and could brand it with vampiric, that might be worth thinking about, but let's think we'll stick with what got us this far. You can die down here very quickly. There's some nasty... So this is a Moth of Wrath. He can berserk stuff around him, so we need to remember to prioritize those. Most of these draconians aren't too bad unless they're in packs. Taking on 3 dragons at once here. Cleaving with our axe. Okay, so that is Zot 1. On to Zot 2. So there's a gold dragon and a Moth of Wrath. A berserk gold dragon is not something you want to be around. So I'm going to take this moth up. And there's another moth. Oh, and he is still berserked, but on his own we should be okay. One of these guys, I think it's the shifter. Yeah, he can blink other, which is annoying. So I will bring in a friend. If these guys were all to berserk, that would be very bad. He has lightning, and we have no resist elect, so we want to be a little careful around him. Oh boy. What can we do? Acid? Oh, that was close. Do we have any resist electricity? We have that ring that'll drain us. I don't know, I guess we'll live without it. So now, just with a shifter on his own, we shouldn't be too bad. So my first win was actually Minotaur Berzerker, after probably about 2 or 3 years of murdering various characters. So nowadays there's a lot of YouTubers where you can sort of learn every little bit about the game before you even play. Back when I started, there were a couple. I tried to, not look at the wiki every single time. I tried to, learn some stuff on my own as you go, which in this game you end up getting murdered a lot. You'll turn the corner, run into an enemy, it looks innocent, and then you're dead. There's anti-magic battle axe. So we have to remember we have a +8 anti-magic executioner's axe. We may want to make use of that. Then from there, I think I did a halfling hunter. Halflings have good aptitudes with slings, so that was fun. And then I eventually got a few magic user wins. A draconian fire elementalist, and a gargoyle earth elementalist. That's one of the recommended if you want to start with a spellcaster. That's recommended. One of the ones they recommend is a gargoyle earth elementalist, because gargoyles have a lot of innate AC that grows over time, and they have a lot of resistances, like they're resistant to poison, so they're a lot hardier than something like a deep elf, which is really good at spellcasting but really sucks at fighting and staying alive. Gold dragon. So now we have a berserked shadow dragon. It's generally not a good idea to be around berserked dragons. Some draconians. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Try a wand of clouds, why not? Nothing really especially useful. We'll damage these guys a little bit. +1 battle axe. Moth of Wrath. On his own, he's no problem. Oh boy, getting shafted and zopped is never fun. Oh, and look at that, we picked up a brand weapon and a scroll of requirement. I didn't even notice. And we may never get to read them at this rate. Okay, so if that tentacled monstrosity gets on us, he'll constrict us and we won't be able to get away. So I'm going to quaff a haste and hope there's not too much else over here. And there's not. Okay, cool. So now we're back up on Zot 3. We can finish this floor out, hopefully. Cancellation, that could come in handy. We haven't come across... So, this is an orb of fire. These are probably the worst thing you're going to deal with. They can shoot bolts of fire, they can shoot fireballs, and they can mutate you. And mutations can be beneficial or otherwise. How many... Let's see how many... We have 6 potions of mutation. So if we get any bad mutations, we can potentially get rid of them. So I'm going to back up so he doesn't have free reign to clobber me. I'm going to do Trog's Hand. I'm going to call a Brothers in Arms, hopefully. And we'll see what we do. An Ice Axe should be pretty good. Let's see. So you can check what they're vulnerable to. So he's immune to electricity, poison, fire, and negative energy. Resistant to cold. Vulnerable to silver. So he doesn't have any specific vulnerability to cold, but at least he's not as resistant to it. And the other thing we could do is try our anti-magic axe. Then he could have less magic to throw at us. So that's an option too. There's Death Cob. Okay, so that is Zot 3. So on to Zot 4. So we fell down here once, so it's already a bit mapped. Bring these guys back up. And here's our Berserk Golden Dragon, which is not great. Uh-oh, and now we are berserked. Did I berserk myself, or did the Moth of Wrath do it? That was not really my plan. Yeah, the Moth of Wrath just berserked us. This is kind of problematic because there's certain things we can't do that we could otherwise do. Like we could quaff, haste potion or read a teleportation scroll. So we're kind of committed to fighting 2 berserked draconians, a berserk gold dragon, and we can't use any of our powers, so we're just gonna have to hope for the best. And that actually went reasonably well. Magic map. Oh, duh. We already did that. Oh yeah, it looks like we picked up some mutations. Let's go back up. So if I see it, is read this with blurry vision when enemies are near. So if we check at our abilities, weirdnesses, and mutations, we picked up scrolls take you longer to read, and you occasionally shout uncontrollably. And then we have our 2 positive traits as a Minotaur, the headbutt and the pair of horns. So we could quaff a potion of mutation, try to get rid of those. Neither of those are terrible. So we could give it a try though. Who knows? We might get rid of those. We might get a good mutation. So it asks if we really want to quaff it. Urge to shout disappears. You feel yourself wasting away. So let's see. So now we picked up some agility, some poison resistance. We lost some MP. We deteriorate on taking damage, and scrolls are longer to read. I would kind of like to get rid of the scroll mutation. Vision sharpens, less resistant to poison. You feel the magic essence linked to your wands. Your fingernails lengthen. So now we picked up fingernails, which unarmed combat is an option. Claws help, but obviously we're committed to axes. Magical capacity is still low, and our body somewhat deteriorates upon taking damage. I feel like we're probably going to run into more orbs of fire that can mutate us, so I kind of want to hang on to these other potions in case we get something worse than what we have right now. Once we get to Zot 5, we'll decide what we're going to do. I'm gonna come back up here, find another stairs. So we'll try these. This seems a bit quieter. So there's an orb of fire. Yeah, great. So he's gonna start mutating us and doing all sorts of fun stuff. So I want to get off the wall there because they can bounce their lightning attacks. This is not good. That was close. Okay. Let's see if we picked up any new mutations. Nope. Still just we deteriorate on taking damage and low magic capacity. Shifter, Storm Dragon, another Storm Dragon, some Draconians, nothing too scary. Let's just hide back here. There's a Quicksilver Dragon. We don't want to be behind a wall. The Wrath. Oh yeah, a Berserk Orb of Fire, just what we want. Brothers in Arms. Oh, that was fun. Let's see. Mark. Okay, we hit a mark trap, so everything else is going to be headed this way, although it looks like we've pretty much cleared out the level. So we picked up some more mutations from that Orb of Fire. Armor fits poorly, so our AC went down, and we lost some intelligence, which we know didn't have a lot to begin with. So I'm going to try to quaff one mutation potion to get rid of some of these. Let's see. So now so our AC is back up. Deteriorate on taking damage, intelligence is still low, and we don't regenerate when monsters are visible, which that could be a problem, especially since we have Trogs, Hand, which lets us boost our regeneration. So I'm going to go ahead and quaff another potion of mutation. So what do we have now? So we have our healing rate has boosted, which is good. We're still kind of dumb, and we still sometimes deteriorate on taking damage. I think I can live with that. So we can check our regeneration rate here if you hit the percentage sign for your character overview. So our almost 1 hit point a turn. And then we still have 2 potions left if we pick up any really bad mutations. Okay, so on to Zot 5. So we want to take our time here. And with our axe we can cleave, so it doesn't really matter. Never really want to be surrounded, but when you're using an axe, it's not as bad. Okay, so that's cleared out. So let's read a magic mapping. And I keep forgetting we have a scroll of acquirement. So we'll clear out this area down here, and then we'll head into the lungs, as they are referred to. So we'll read Scroll of Requirement. Let's see what we get. Triple crossbow, +0 triple crossbow. It is slow, which we really don't want to be slowed down here. Manual of evocations, we could try to boost those a little bit. It's probably kind of late. I guess I'll just take the gold. That wasn't too exciting. Just hope there aren't too many more orbs of fire. That's the main thing we have to worry about. Another weapon from Trog. Just a +2 battle axe. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. So we're just gonna take our time and clear out these guys. These are Orb Guardians. They can hit for 45 points of damage. They are fast. They are giant, and especially when they're berserked, they're not really fun to be around. Scroll of Summoning. So there's a lot of traps in Zot, and especially these teleportation traps can start bouncing you around, or dispersal traps. And if you start teleporting around randomly in here, you're going to die very fast. So just see what comes out. Here is a killer clown. They can throw pies at you because why not? But they look goofy, but they're actually fairly dangerous. So here's a bunch of traps. A net trap, teleport trap. And there are teleport traps that will activate if a creature steps on it, which can be fun. So we have an Ancient Lich. He can have a bunch of nasty spells: Orb of Destruction, Crystal Sphere, Paralyze. I'm gonna see how many silent scrolls I have. I have 2. I think I'll hang on to those for now. Now he's invisible, which is wonderful. Okay, we did kill him. Okay. Trog is happy because we killed a magic user. But I guess our fighting brought some company. So we'll get down here so we can take these guys on, well, in theory, one at a time. I don't know what that is. So whatever it is going to have to come through that. Okay. So yeah, so we have a couple of Minotaur Berzerker wins, a couple of magic users. The Deep Elf Wizard is probably the one I'm most happy about, because Deep Elves are very squishy, and Wizards kind of come with more of a general spell book, so it's tough to... they're fun because you can sort of aim towards any kind of magical spells you want, but it can be hard to get the damaging spells you need to stay alive. So here's another Ancient Lich. A fast Ancient Lich, wonderful. Alright, well, so we do not have electrical resistance, so this guy's gonna piss us off. We have not used any of our evocables, so we may start thinking about so we do have 4 resistance potions, so I'm gonna quaff that because we have 2 Elecfos on us. Oh boy. Okay, so we really don't want to fight an Orb of Fire when we're in this state, so I am going to quaff a haste and try to get the hell out of here. which seemed to work rather well. Okay. Rest up, get our HP back. Oh boy. Brother in arms? Another brother in arms? Okay. Level 26. Something... oh boy, there's probably a Moth of Wrath. Let's see if we have a Scroll of Fog, we can kind of see if there's something invisible around. Or we could have put on our ring, now that I think about it. +1 cloak. Scroll of Teleportation and a Potion of Heal Wounds. Those could come in handy. Killer... another orb. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna run away. I don't want to be fighting him and other stuff. Well, that wasn't ideal placement, but I think we'll take care of him. And I've been turned into a bat. Tough to swing your axe when you're a bat. Let's take him out. So yeah, so next time we'll do something a little bit more challenging and interesting. Maybe like some kind of spellcaster. Necromancers are cool. I've never won. Oh boy. So yeah. So we are paralyzed and brainless on level 5 of Zot. So this isn't going to go too well. I don't know if I can. No, I can't. Cannot call on any brothers. Cannot drink a potion. That's problematic. Cannot read any scrolls. So pretty much all we could do is hope we don't die, which seems unlikely. So we are slowed. Yeah, we're screwed, basically. I mean, we may get lucky, but probably not. Can we can evoke. I should have considered this earlier. Can I not? Let me see, did the Phantom Mirror not work? Phantom Mirror. Maybe it doesn't work on these guys. So we've got an Ice Elemental, so that's better than nothing. We could use a Lamp of Fire. It just goes in a straight line, so I'm not sure how helpful that's going to be. I guess we could try... I'm not going to try one. I think our best bet... Okay, so we do have our abilities back. So... I'm going to Trog's Hand. And... I think we just got a Berserk, which sucks, but I don't know what else to do. So yeah, I do okay unless I run into crazy situations like that, and then I'm kind of suck. So I'm gonna go off Potion of Haste and get the hell out of here. Hungry. Okay, so let's check our... We're weak, we deteriorate, we heal fast. I'd kind of like to keep the regeneration, so I guess we need to do something about our intelligence. So we can't have that happen again. I think we have a ring. Yeah, we have our Ring of See and Viz. I don't really want to take off either of these rings, but we can't go walking around with 1 intelligence. So we have 2 RF, 1 RC, 2 R negative, R poise, no RLEC. Yeah. Not going the greatest so far. And another orb of fire. How many hastes do I have? So he can just happily plink us. We have 2 RF, which is helping us. You generally want to have 2 or 3 pips of fire resistance before you come down to Zot. So let's see, do we have any? Oh yeah, we have some nice new ones. We shout uncontrollably. Magic capacity is extremely low. I have 2 mutation potions. I'm just going to see if there's any others we missed. Doesn't look like it. I guess I'll just keep going for now. Hopefully there aren't too many more orbs of fire. And hopefully we've cleared out a lot of these assholes. There's an ancient lich. So he had a teleport trap, so he's, we don't know where he is, so we can't really get around that, so we're gonna come through this way. Yeah, looks like we've already fought a lot of this stuff. Orb Guardian, Draconian, another Orb Guardian. Orb Guardian. More Orb Guardians. Shadow Dragon. So here's the orb. We're not going to pick it up yet. We want to clear the rest of this place out first. Ancient Lich. I think I'm going to go ahead and use one of my silent scrolls just to make sure he doesn't Silver Dragon that got, yeah, this is where it gets really fun. Just stuff just starts bouncing around the level. And another Orb of Fire. Can we call in a Brother in Arms? Did we pick up? No new mutations. And on this side, there is a crystal statue. These, I forget which ones these do. Okay, those call shadow creatures, mass confusion, brain feed, drains. We don't really want any more intelligence drained, so yeah, this is going to be extra annoying. What I wanted to do was come around this way and clear these out. I don't necessarily know that I want to deal with that statue. I don't really have a good, I mean, I guess I could try. I think this crossbow is doing a good job. Cool. So we want our frostbite. Orb Guardian. Okay. So I think we've cleared everything out. So there's a couple theories. We could just grab this and get the hell out of here. Stuff's going to start coming after us when we do. I think what I may go ahead and do is read a scroll of teleportation, because I have 20 of them. And then we'll wait a few turns. And then we'll pick up the orb. And now we just need to get the hell out of here. And our teleport should kick in. It's a little delayed in Zot. Cool, so here we come right by the stairs. So now basically we just want to get out of here. We will start running into various baddies, even though we've cleared all these floors. Okay. So... and we'll probably start running into panlords, which are not something you really want to deal with. Okay, so we made it to depths, which is good. Just gonna go G up. Okay, so here is a Brimstone Fiend. He doesn't look too terrible, but he can torment us. So I'm gonna quaff a haste and just head for the stairs. We have another stairs right here. Some upstairs over here. This is like a demon, but no big deal. Depths 1. Oh, nice. So here's the entrance to depths. Okay, so now we just need to get to the first floor of the dungeon, and we win. So I'm just gonna go. I guess we'll go this. Okay, so here is, yeah, Large Abomination, Executioner. These dudes can, maybe it's a Tormentor that I was thinking about. So I want to quaff a haste, just to get ahead of these guys a bit. Take him out. Our staircases are up here. Orb Guardian coming after us. +2 tower shield would have been nice if we were doing shields. Okay, dungeon 12. Okay, this is a Nequoxic. These aren't too bad. Level 11. 10. I'm gonna go ahead and eat just so we're not having to worry about that. 9. 8. Okay, so these aren't too bad. A Sun Demon and a Balrog. There's a bunch of fire spells. Our stairs are right over here, so I'm just... generally the best thing to do is just keep moving. Unless you really have to fight. Dungeon 6. That's where the stairs... So ice demons are not great. I don't know if we can get to this. We can get to the stairs, so bye. Dungeon 4. Dungeon 3. Ugh, but we're way... ugh. This is not going to be good. Okay, we got it. So Dungeon 2. I think we have some stairs up here. Oh, where are the stairs? Those are kind of far. But... so far this has been very anticlimactic. It's usually pretty... can usually get pretty hairy. So this is a Tormentor, that, so he can torment us from a distance, so it may be worth turning this corner and then killing him. This is just a Hellwing. They're very minor, so we don't need to worry about him. So here comes some demons. Nothing that can really hurt us. So we get the staircase of the dungeon out, and we escaped. So it just gives you a look at your inventory. A lot of stuff we didn't use. We didn't really make too much use of our evocables, so we didn't really need to with all these axes. And here's our score. Minotaur Berzerker, we didn't even get to level 27. The high score is, the high level is 27. You can see most people were at 27 when they escaped. I don't think I've ever actually done that. So yeah. So then it gives you your info. Escaped with the orb, game lasted this amount of time. And then if you click into the morgue file, it gives you get the morgue file whether you're online or you play in the client, but online this is sort of all stored for you, so it's nice. It shows you, all your weapons, your traits, describes all your stuff. If we had any spells, it tells us, the layout of the dungeon, where everything was. Here's sort of like the final map of our exit, and here's the demons that came after us. Here's everything that we've killed, 7 orbs of fire, which is kind of a lot. And then it'll show you, your skilling. Here it just shows you kind of a overview of what happened. You reached XP1, you noticed Crazy Youth, found a scroll of acquirement. It just kind of shows you the basic progression of the game. And here it shows you a bunch of the sort of vaults that you entered. And then here it kind of shows all your actions and your skilling. So here's over the course of the game, here's how our skills ended up. And here's what we did. So we used our hand axe 383 times. We dodged 3,000 times. Stuff like that. So yeah, so that is Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Like I say, a Minotaur Berzerker is really pretty basic. You just run around and hit things with an axe and go berserk. But there's a lot of other cool race background combinations, and maybe we'll check some more of those out later. Bye.